Man, give me a minute. Who we got in the building? Let's get to it. Let's get it, man. Late night live, man. Let's get to it, man. Trying to do this computer thing. Give me 1 second. Let's get it. Oh, this is way behind. We can't do that. No way. No way. Z Smith, man. We got a lot to talk about. Z Smith. Dalvin Cook, man. A lot of things going on in Vikings land, man. You in the chat, like it up heavy. You in the chat, like it up heavy. Let's get to it. Trying to get this laptop thing going, but it might not work tonight, but we're going to get it. I would love to see Big Z along with Hunt and Wanham or Jones mixed in, but if Patrick Jones, DJ has to be big. Hey, Muhammad Sahil, hey. Z Smith want to go? Let him go, man. Dig me? Z Smith want to go? Let him go. The Vikings have guys on the D-line. Matter of fact, yeah. Let's just go with that, man. Z Smith. Let's start right there. Perfect way to start, man. The Vikings have players on the on the defensive line, man. They have a good depth chart, dig me? They got DJ Wanham, Patrick Jones. I feel like they just have to develop more. But Za'darius Smith, I mean, he's made it very clear, right? You know, sending out messages before even talking to the team, allegedly, right? Saying he wants to go. If he wants to go, let him go heavy. Why keep a man or let a man stay somewhere where he doesn't want to stay? That's where the problems come in. That's where the issues come in, right? Heavy. He want to get up out of there? Let him go, Vikings. The Vikings not refusing to let him go? Not understanding that part. It's not on them to make him stay. They're the ones who took a chance on him. Did we forget? Yeah, the Vikings gave him an opportunity when his old team didn't want to, whatever the case may be, whatever the reason. Didn't we? Yeah, the Vikings gave him that chance. DJ and Packard, good. They get a chance. The Dolphins game. Yeah, Patrick Jones and DJ Wanham, a lot of potential, man. Still have high upside, still young players. Period. Bottom line. But the Vikings gave Z Smith the opportunity, right? They brought him in the building, gave him a nice chunk of change to come play for the Vikings. Did he hold up his end of the bargain? First half of the season, yes. Second half, piss poor. Like I said before, it was nothing. He did nothing the second half. Playoff game versus the Giants, he was quiet. He did nothing. So what are we talking about here? If anything, the Vikings have the most questions about Z Smith. Can he last the whole season? Can he perform at a high level the whole season, right? Period. Bottom line. That's the biggest question. So the Vikings are taking a chance, taking a risk with him once again. It's cool to play at an elite level for the first part of the season. What about the second half? What about the playoffs when it matters most? So if Z Smith want to go, let him go, man, period. Why should the Vikings try to keep a man when he doesn't want to be in the building anymore? That can be detrimental to the team. It's not good for the energy, right? The chemistry of the whole squad in the building, period. So Z Smith has made it very clear. He doesn't want to be there? All right. It's time for the Vikings to move on. Like I said previously, find a guy in the draft. Deep draft, you dig me? I don't know if you touched on this, but what you think of A-Rod's situation. I don't really care about A-Rod's situation, big dog. Is what it is, you know. I assume you're talking about Aaron Rodgers. I don't care what Aaron Rodgers is doing, big dog. I don't care what Aaron Rodgers is doing, heavy, period. I'm not worried about Aaron Rodgers, big dog. Worried about the Vikings, dig me? Skull, man, heavy. Bottom line. Skull, man. No doubt. Aaron Rodgers, wherever he ends up, if he sees the Vikings, then it is what it is. Period, man. Oh, it's all good, big dog. This thing is lagging heavy. Hey, Muhammad, let me know. Am I lagging, big dog? Let me know. Am I lagging? Let's go the phone route, man. For that later. But yeah, Z Smith want to go? Let him go, man. No doubt. You want to get up out of there? Let him get up out of there. The Vikings don't need to keep anyone around who doesn't want to be in the building. There's a lot of questions about Za'Darius Smith anyway. He's not guaranteed to come ball out anyway, period, didn't he? Yeah, he's not guaranteed to have a big season again. It's not guaranteed he can last past the first 5 games. Dig me? It's not guaranteed he'll, it's a whole nother season. But for him to just come on and say, hey, then he makes it sound like he's already gone. The decision has been made. Yeah. Oh, Cook is coming, big dog. But then he sends out a message and the decision hasn't even been made yet. They haven't even talked about it, collaborated about it. Why not talk to the team first, right? Speak to Kwesi, speak to O'Connell. You don't even want to try to work a deal out, work together to come up with, something fair for both sides. All right, Z Smith. The Vikings gave him a chance. The Packers turned their back on him. Yeah, the Ravens were interested, but they didn't want to give up all that guapino. The Vikings are very kind to players, especially players they want, they like, right? Yeah, they pay them that cash, even if it means putting them in a bind with cap space, right? Yeah. They'll give up that cash heavy, that guapino. I don't know if you agree, but I think Z was unstoppable for injury. I wouldn't say unstoppable, big dog. He was elite. He was doing good. He was having a great season. Can't take that away from him. No disrespect. You cannot deny the fact he was having a phenomenal season up until the halfway point or a little bit beyond. No doubt. But the question is, what did he do the second half of the season? What did he do the playoffs? Man, it was time Z Smith missed whole quarterbacks, missed the whole tackle. Should have had him in the backfield, didn't he? Yeah. It was time Z Smith missed easy tackles, dog. Easy tackles, guaranteed sacks. No excuses. So the injury could have played a role, but at the same time, injuries happen. Who's to say he won't get injured again? Who's to say second half of next season, he'll still be producing at a high level? Playing at an elite level. How do you know? He'll be what, 32 next season? Coming off another injury? A nagging knee injury? Hopefully, Flores built the ship to the right form. Yeah, Flores is going to do his thing, man. Flores is the guy. Brian Flores is that guy. I'm glad the Vikings got him. A+, period. No doubt. A+, all over the board. But still, your players have to want to be there. You still have to get the best out of your players, didn't you? Brian Flores still will have to implement his scheme, make it work, put his players in the best position. Nothing is given, right? It's the NFL. Everything is earned, period. Dig me, Muhammad? Heavy. Yeah, everything is earned, big dog. Give me a minute. Be right back. Give me a minute, though. Yeah. While I'm gone, yeah. I will return. Heavy.
I come with the love, I come with the peace.
Be right back. Heavy. We'll turn up.
Yeah, straight up. That's freedom, man. Put 'em up. Yeah, rock with me. Put 'em up. Don't want no trouble, not no trouble. I'm in my bubble, now my bubble. No, they can't hold me. I done built some muscle, now soon as you elevate. And that's when they start to hate. Watch out, I levitate. Sit back and meditate. Don't take no trouble, not no trouble. I'm in my bubble, now my bubble. No, they can't hold me. I done built some muscle, now soon as you elevate. That's when they start to hate. Watch out, I levitate. Sit back and meditate. I'm strong, I know again. Don't need no wedding. I need my feeling, man. Don't care about no change. I'm trying to buy some liquor. Come up with a better plan. They reach new levels, man. But you don't understand. I'm on a different way. No time to be a slave. All my niggas break. Gotta ride in front of faith. Make sure my family straight. Ain't got no time to hate. Yeah, it's a bill of trade. Yeah, you gon' learn today. Got on the road to cross. Oh no, I can't take the loss. You wanna be the boss. You gotta pay the cost. You gotta walk the walk. Had that weight on my shoulders. I had to push it up. I had to get it up. Don't want no trouble now. I'm in my bubble now. No, they can't hold me now. I built some muscle now. Soon as you elevate, that's when they start to hate. Watch out, I levitate. Sit back and meditate. Don't want no trouble now. I'm in my bubble now. No, they can't hold me now. I built some muscle now. Soon as you elevate, that's when they start to hate. Watch out, I levitate. Sit back and meditate. Yeah, I come with the love, I come with the peace, come with the energy, that's what's inside of me. Thank God every day, thank God every night, keep my family safe, and keep me living right. Might not go to sleep, but shit, that's okay. Niggas are rising, I'm gon' see better days. I know who I am, one day you gon' see. If you got bad intentions, just walk away from me. Keep your big cheers, keep your jewelry, fuck that material shit, this shit way better than me. I am here to stay, can't get rid of me. I am here to stay, can't get rid of me. I'm in my bubble now. Oh, they can't hold me now. I built some muscle now. Soon as you elevate, that's when they start to hate. Watch out, I levitate. Sit back and meditate. Don't take no trouble now. I'm in my bubble now. No, they can't hold me now. I built some muscle now. Soon as you elevate, that's when they start to hate. Watch out, I levitate. Sit back and meditate.
So we here all night, man. We here. Oh, yeah. But yeah, man, there's no doubt, like I said, man. Z Smith, there's no doubt he'll come back playing at an elite level, man. Next year is a whole new season. And for me, he shows you what he wants. No longer, no need to let him linger around, right? If he wants to go, let him go. Like I say, free agency, draft, attack the draft. It's edge rushers all in the draft, bottom line, period. Edge rushers all over the draft. Scouts, that's where the scouts do their job. Sorry to take you from talking about Z or Cook, what you think we do in free agency. Man, free agency, definitely got to get a D lineman. First thing you know, get a D lineman, try to get a cornerback as well, period. Free agency, I think those are your two biggest positions that you need to fill, man. Get a cornerback, so in the draft you can focus on a different position, and a defensive lineman, because like we all know, trenches is where the games are won. So those are the two most important positions. Well, maybe linebacker as well. If it's, I like the linebacker from Buffalo, Solid linebacker if somehow they could get him. But JL in the building. What up, JL? Is Cook dead weight? JL in the building. Heavy, big dog. Bradbury stay or go. Oh, I did a video about Bradbury. Get Bradbury out of that, big dog. Yeah, Bradbury can go. He's shown who he is. He's shown enough. The Vikings have seen enough. Every time in the trenches, big games, playoffs, elite D-line, he's gone. We need some corners and new running backs. JL, facts. But Bradbury Muhammad, he's out of there. It's nothing else to see. Period. He's reached the ceiling. He's just not that guy. The Vikes need to get a new center in the building, period. Go get that big boy Smits. Go get Smits heavy. We need to give JJ his money next season. We can't lose him. JL, facts. But go get Smits in the draft heavy. Go get big boy. Big boy. I would love the center from Minnesota. Heavy. Did a video on him as well. Go check it out. What's his name? John Michael Smits. Go get him, Vikes. Bradbury has to go. JL, facts. Definitely need cornerbacks. Looking at the Cook situation, they might need a running back, but we can't forget Ty Chandler, still there. Kane Nwangu, still there. Ty Chandler had a promising preseason, right? Looked very good. Between the lines, zone runs, out the backfield, heavy. So I feel like he can contribute to the team. I feel like he could be a good player, a starting running back for the Vikings potentially. I forgot a name. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, T.Y. Chandler. Don't forget about that guy. Don't ever forget about T.Y. Chandler. I'm standing on it now. I think he could be a starter for the Vikings next season, period. I heard some people saying Vikings are crumbling with our team, losing people in Smith. Let's see, crumbling? Who crumbling, man? Yeah, they want the Vikings to crumble. They hope the Vikings crumble. I heard some people saying Vikings are crumbling with our team, losing people in Smith, being unhappy. There's, man, toxic. Oh, now the Vikings are toxic, huh? Now the Vikings are toxic all of a sudden, huh? Oh, how convenient. Oh, because players are leaving. Chandler along with Canoe, facts. Oh, the Vikings are toxic now? Why? Because the players are leaving. Some players want to leave. Oh, Vikings are toxic now? Kick rocks with that, man. Just last season, they were bigging up O'Connell, bigging up Kwesi. Oh, saying how positive they are. Oh, the new energy in the atmosphere. Culture, collaboration, Kwesi and O'Connell. Good guys bring the good energy. Oh, it feels good. It feels right. Now they're toxic. Now they're toxic. Come on, man. Are you serious? Toxic now? Come on. They just ranked #1 in NFL PA, man, as far as the best location for free agents. They ranked in #1 for treating for the well-being of players, you dig me? You know what that means? Players are happy. Players are satisfied with the Vikings. And they pay out. Yeah, and they pay out heavy. So what are they talking about? Because one guy wants to leave for whatever reason? Za'Darius Smith, just being real, he probably just wants to try to get another big payday before his career is over. Yeah. So he's probably thinking about the game, playing the game. He knows he's coming off an injury, coming off a bad second season. I'm sure he knows there's probably a team out there who will take the chance on him, take a risk with signing him. So he's probably looking for his final big payday, dig me? Heavy. So for Z Smith, he's probably playing the game. He's probably thinking about the Guapino, dig me? Yeah, Z Smith is thinking about the business side. Yeah, he's trying to get that last final contract because he knows it's coming. You dig me? Got to think about it heavy as well. So Z Smith is looking for the big bucks, his last check, kind of like his last hoorah. Dig me? So that's what that's about, man. And this is the NFL, man. Players come, players go. Now the Vikings are toxic. Why? Because they're not keeping players around? Because they're letting players go? Because it's time to? Now they're toxic all of a sudden. Come on, man, kill that noise. But they weren't toxic when the Vikings were 13-4. They weren't toxic when the Vikings were beating teams like the Buffalo Bills, winning close games, etc. Now they're toxic. Come on, man. You know what it is? People are mad because players they love, players they admire, put on a pedestal heavy, players they don't want to see go, have gone, and more will go. That's why they're mad. Now they want to flip it on Quasi and O'Connell. No. They're mad because Thielen probably will be out the door. They're mad because Eric Kendricks left. Respect to EK. Always love heavy, man. A Viking forever. Skull Vikes forever, man. But that's why people are mad, dig me? Come on, man. This is part of the business. Quasi and O'Connell are doing what they have to do, taking the necessary steps. If they blow it up, they blow it up. But I don't think they will. With Zimmer and the old GM, damn, that was toxic. You dig me? You talk about toxic? Talk about Zimmer and the old regime. Come on, man. They didn't even talk. They didn't even speak. They had no interaction. You had players like EK say that the organization was being ran off fear. Dig me? How much more toxic can you get? Come on, man. That surpasses toxic on any level, right? Come on now. So what are they talking about? Kevin O'Connell brought the good energy, positivity, collaboration, relationships on and off the field, closeness, brotherhood, bond. Do you dig me? That's what it's about. Now everybody has a problem when he's not doing it their way. When their favorite players may be getting up out of there because it's time. Unlike the old regime, they're not letting these players stick around, linger around. Period. That's what people are mad at. Well, get over it heavy. It's part of the business, man. I'm tired of hearing it. All of a sudden they're toxic. Now, come on. This team is having fun in locker room. Facts, man. Come on. Now they're toxic. KOC proved 1 year coach can have success, so toxic QB. Only toxic was the defense. Facts. Ed Donatel, the defense was toxic and horrible. Want to talk about toxic? Talk about the defense, man. You don't say Zimmer would be better, win or lose, no credit given. It's never no credit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of O'Connell and Quasi haters, dog. Even in Minnesota, yeah. Let's be real. Let's not forget that. Dig me? Not forget the facts. It's a lot of Quasi and Kevin O'Connell haters and want to see him fail in Minnesota as well. Period. Yeah, some Minnesota Vikings fans, heavy, dig me? That's clear to see, clear to observe. Bottom line. So it's time for fans to check themselves, man. What are you really mad at? Toxic? No way, man. Not even close. Heavy. I'm just glad the overrated Eagles lost and choked. That was a good game, man. Yeah, don't get too happy about it. Eagles will be back next year, big dog. Heavy. Vikings might have to sing it. Eagles will be back in the mix next year, heavy. Hey, you in the chat, like it up. Heavy, make sure you're in the chat, like it up, man. No excuses. Let's get to it. This regime will do damage if they play cards right. Heavy. They can turn this whole thing around. They're making the right moves. I can understand Z probably can get more money with the new deal. Swaslu, facts. You got to think about it, man. You got to think about it. Za'darius Smith, man, he's going for the money move, man. It's obvious to see he's playing the game, playing the business. He's trying to get the guapino before he's done playing. Heavy. He's trying to get cash before he gets up out of there. Period. That's the moves he is making. Clear to see, man. He wants cash. He wants the bread. He wants to get his last big contract. Heavy. But Muhammad, heavy, dog. The Vikings are making the right moves. Might make some people unhappy. Some may not understand it. May seem like they're blowing it up. But they're making the right moves, dog. The time is now. You know, EK should have been gone. No disrespect. He should have been gone 2 years ago. Adam Thielen maybe should have been gone last season. We're smoking the NFC. Saints can kick rocks. Heavy. Vikings run the North. Next year run the whole NFC. Big skull here. JL, facts, man. Don't just take over the North. Take over the whole NFC, man. But the Vikings making the right moves, man. Bottom line. Next to go, probably Adam Thielen. Harrison Smith might be gone. Period. They said competitive rebuild. Well, this is it. Face facts, Vikings fans. We talk about competitive rebuild. Well, here it comes. It's not like the Vikes. Lions dangerous though, facts. Lions gonna have a squad. It's not like the Vikes couldn't lock him up. They don't want to. You talking about Z Smith, big dog? Who you talking about, Vike? You talking about locking up Z Smith? Hate to see EK go, but happy to see 33. Yeah, Brian Asamoah, he's that guy. Brian Asamoah, he's that guy, man, heavy. He'll fill in just fine. I'm sure he'll put some weight on. He got to keep his size and his speed, but as long as he gains weight, keeps his athleticism, keeps his agility and quickness, or Brian Asamoah, he has very high potential, man. Very high potential. He could be a great player in the NFL for a long time. This offseason is imperative for him to put on weight. Focus in, zone in. Really for everybody. Lewis Seen, Andrew Booth, they got to get healthy. Caleb Evans, he got to get healthy. But you talk about defense, come on, man. The Vikings aren't dumb, heavy. And I know we hear all this talk about it was a horrible draft class, ranked horribly, etc., etc. Guess what? I don't care. I'm sure Kwesi still believes in the talent he drafted. And don't be shocked if they come this year and put it all together. Andrew Booth, I know he will be a player. Caleb Evans, I know he can be a player, man. Lewis Seen, he has to bounce all the way back. Beauty in the struggle, though. Setback for a major comeback. Are people forgetting how much speed the Vikings will have on the field? Are they keeping Hicks? If they keep Hicks, I don't know what they thinking. They tripping, heavy. I don't know what the holdup is, but Hicks should be out of there. Oh, if the Vikings keep Hicks, what's really the deal? What is Brian Flores thinking? Why would he want Hicks? He's slow. He can't run, can't cover. If the Vikings keep Hicks, I'm going off. Heavy, man. Period, man. If the Vikings keep Hicks, I'm going to everybody head top. Period, dog. Why on earth would they keep Jordan Hicks? Why would Brian Flores want him on the squad? Seeing Hicks in pass coverage, seeing him against the run, etc. Seeing how slow he is. Hicks is out of there. Period. Hicks is, if Kendricks is gone and Hicks is in, I'm out. So that's crazy, man. Why would you keep, I would rather have seen them keep Kendricks and let Hicks go. Didn't we? Crazy. We're gonna wait on that. We're gonna bring some stats up in a minute. But yeah, I would have much rather them keep Kendricks and let Hicks go. Why would you keep Jordan Hicks ever? Why would that be on their mind? You let go of Kendricks. You dig me? Let go of Hicks. Bring Barr back, yes or no? Hell no. Hell to the no, Muhammad. Don't bring Barr back at all. Nah, Barr's not that guy. Barr's not that guy heavy. Exactly. Free agency is confusing. I feel you heavy. But if they keep Hicks for whatever reason, man, that would be totally shocking. Unexpected, right? Like he brings nothing to the table. Vanderlesh pretty slow, Muhammad. I think he's slow. But Jordan Hicks brings nothing to the table. He doesn't bring you speed, physicality, aggressiveness. He's a short tackler. You need more, you need more, you need more, period. Dig me? You need more, man. It is what it is. But the Vikings are making the right moves. The Vikings are letting the right players go. They just got to keep it going, dig me? Period. Bottom line. Bottom line, man. Now, Dalvin Cook potentially could be traded. Trade demand. I read before Sunday, Adam is out. Yeah, he probably is, man. Adam Thielen probably out of there. Wouldn't be surprised either. He's probably gone. He's probably out of there, man. The time is now, man. If Adam Thielen doesn't take a full restructure, take a big pay cut, he has to go, man. That's just the bottom line. Yes, if Adam Thielen doesn't accept a big pay cut, he has to get up out of there. No way around it, man. Let him go. It is what it is. But Dalvin Cook, potentially on the trade block, and I would say the same thing with him. Trade him, man. He probably has to go as well. Like, this is it. Like, another thing, like, we talk about it. Talk about it on the daily. If guys don't want to collaborate, come up with a fair deal for both sides, let them go. Would you keep Hitman? Probably not. Me personally, no. I feel like Hitman has lost a step. Can he still help you in certain ways? You know, can you still use him on the field, utilize him? Yes. Now, if Hitman is utilized the correct way, put in the right positions to make plays, then you can argue about keeping him. But if Brian Flores does keep him, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah, Brian Flores wants to keep Hitman, I wouldn't be shocked at all. Because I'm sure he will use him correctly and put him in the right situations to play his best football. It won't be no Ed Donatel type shit where he's putting his personnel in the wrong positions. And they're not competing at the high level. So if the Vikings do keep Harrison Smith Hitman, I won't be shocked. Because that means Brian Flores must want him on the squad. Period. But me personally, I wouldn't keep Hitman at this point. Has anyone said what the trade would be though? Like a fifth? I'm not sure. I think for Dalvin Cook, the Vikings could get. I think the Vikings could get a third, to be real heavy. I really think for Dalvin Cook, the Vikings can get a third round pick. You know? I mean, he's still in a 1,000-yard rusher. He had a very quiet 1,000 yards last season, though. I mean, let's be real. Dalvin Cook isn't the same running back. Is he still good? Yes. No one's saying he's not good. No one's saying he can't play. He can't contribute to a team. He'll give you 1,000 yards, but what else? And in what way? Can he come off the backfield? Can he last the whole season? He stayed healthy majority this season, but he still has some nicks and bruises. And he'll be what, 29? It's not guaranteed he'll last the whole season next year, knowing his history, knowing how he's prone to injury. Dig me? Yeah, Cook has been very prone to injury his whole career. So who says if the Vikings keep him, pay him what he wants, he comes and finishes the season, or he doesn't get hurt? This time maybe a serious injury, right? I understand playing the game. That's part of the business. Dalvin Cook wants his bread. He's thinking about life after football, his future life, right? After he's retired, all banged up, etc. But at the same time, it has to be fair. It has to make sense for the Vikings. And watching every game, seeing Cook, how he ran, how he used to run. Still explosive, but he doesn't have the same explosion. Sometimes it comes, it flashes, but it's very minute. It's not every game. Dalvin Cook doesn't run hard every game. He doesn't break away every game, Digby. Not saying it's an easy thing to do, and yes, you have to put some blame on the offensive line. But Dalvin Cook, he's definitely lost a step. Is he still fast? Yes. Can he still make flash plays? Yes. Can he still give you 1,000 yards? Hell yeah. But is it worth 11 mil this year, 12 mil next year, another 12 mil, I think, or 11 mil the following season? It's too much money for a running back, man. Especially in this era of football, right? Bottom line. That's too much money for a damn running back. And he can only run the ball, period. Yes, he had a couple good catches out the backfield. Had one outstanding catch against the Commanders, the confused Commanders, heavy. Great catch. Can't take that away from him, heavy. Now, if he can do that more on a regular basis, then the Vikings could easily say, hey, take the money. Here you go. Here's the guapino. You want it, you got it, period. Take all the cash. But it's not guaranteed he can do that any given Sunday. He dropped a lot of passes this year, right? He didn't put up the numbers like people expected out of the backfield, being a receiver. No, he didn't put up the numbers, remember? Dalvin Cook had a lot of drop passes, heavy. Had some good catches too. My thing is, I would love for Cook to stay, man. When the Vikings drafted him out of Florida State, I said, damn, they just got a steal. Could be the steal of the draft. Period, man. I love the way Dalvin Cook runs. He runs smooth, man, eloquent, like he's floating. You see him one-on-one, whoo, quick feet, bam, 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 whoo, out of that. Like his poetry in motion, man. Heavy, smooth, swift. I would love to see Dalvin Cook stay a Viking, man. One of my favorite players on the Vikings, period. But you got to be real. Right now, Dalvin Cook isn't about the team. He's about himself. Cool. But it comes a point where the Vikings have to, boom, put their foot down. Even if it's hard. Even if it feels bad, heavy. May have some feelings involved. I dig it, I get it. But Quasi and O'Connell, half those guys they don't even know. They didn't even bring in. So they have no ties to Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, EK, Jordan Hicks, Harrison Smith, period. Danielle Hunter, even though I think Danielle Hunter has to stay. He's part of the defense. He's still in his prime. He still can play at an elite level no matter what. But Quasi and O'Connell owe no one anything. They owe no players anything, man. They were brought in here to get to the ultimate goal, Super Bowl. They need to do it their way, period, bottom line. No matter what nobody thinks, heavy. They should do it their way. They have been, and I hope they continue to, period. But if Dalvin Cook doesn't want to play fair ball, fair game, get him up out of there, heavy. And that goes for anybody else. If they can get a third, that would be pretty good. Facts. That would be excellent. Get a third round for Dalvin Cook, you can't beat it. 29 years old. The age where running backs start to decline, well, matter of fact, 27, 28, probably where running backs start to decline. They start to have that drop off dignity. Their body starts to start breaking down, etc. Now you have some rare exceptions, right? And we've seen some running backs do it a whole career or do it a lot of seasons, numerous seasons, period. But eventually, that guy's going to have to be rotated out. And in the NFL, just being real is easy to do. Running back, come on, man. It's a recyclable position. We see it every year. Small name running backs are going to have the fame and a big name. We see it every year. The running back for the Eagles. Who knew him really until this season? When did he break out heavy until this season with the Eagles? So running backs are starting to, come a dime a dozen. I'm pretty sure Adam Thielen contract is up today if they don't resign him. It is what it is. He's out of there. If his contract is up, if it is what it is, they didn't come to a deal. He didn't want to work nothing. Listen, man. Big school here. I got to keep saying this, reiterated. If a guy wants to go, let him go. Don't hold him hostage. Thielen don't want to play ball? Well, guess what? Him retiring as a Viking may not be that important to him, period. Bottom line, if Adam Thielen wanted to retire Viking so bad, like he says, right? Like he has said, if it meant that much to him, was that important, come on, man. He would work with the team. He would work out a fair deal. Ain't no way, and he knows there's no way he's worth no $20 million damn cap hit. No way around it. If he really believes that, he's delusional as hell. Dig me? And I'll say it again. If Adam Thielen really thinks he's worth 20 mil cap hit, he's delusional, heavy. He's tripping. Bottom line, man, you in the chat, like it up. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Feedback is much appreciated, man. Big Skull here. Make sure you're in the chat. You come in the chat, like it up. No excuses. Takes less than 1 second, man. Much appreciated. Heavy. Skull Nation, bring the noise. Skull Bikes forever, man. So let these guys go. Period. They don't want to work nothing out. Get up out of there. We got Naylor and Rager. Rager's out. Or he might be back. I don't know. I don't know his contract, how many years, but he's strictly a punt returner. Can't put Rager in the receiver equation no more. Jalen Rager is strictly a punt returner at this point in time. He's shown nothing in the receiving game. He can run deep, but that's about it. Route running bad, communication, etc. I've seen enough of Rager. Unless he puts in the work the offseason and comes back improved, playing better, a better all-around receiver, then you may have an argument. But until then, no. Jalen Rager, strictly a punt returner. Jalen Naylor, he has potential. Kicker in free agency or drafts. You can get a kicker. I'm not sure what kickers are available, but if they're pretty much over Greg Joseph, they no longer believe in him. Do I believe in Greg Joseph? I don't know. Heavy. But definitely easy to find a kicker. Free agency or the draft. You know what it is. Later rounds. But free agency, definitely some kickers, I'm sure. Not sure who they are, but something I might look at. But it is what it is, man. It's easy to find a kicker. I heard Matt Gay, Rams. Matt Gay, pick him up. Go get him. Matt Gay is free agent this year. Okay, kicker for the Rams, huh? Go pick him up. Why not? I mean, that's if they don't believe in Greg Joseph. If they've given up all faith and hope that he can be a solid kicker, and be consistent and make big kicks the whole season, like he showed last season, he's not a consistent kicker. Could be a problem. But really, Greg Joseph didn't do horrible. He missed some kicks. Don't get me wrong. But he also hit some big kicks, some long kicks, period. But that's ultimately on the Vikings. You say Matt Gay, Rams kicker, give him a shot, man. You know, is he a solid kicker? What are his stats? Is he consistent? You know, does he have a big leg along with accuracy? Gotta look at everything all around. I gotta head to bed. AJL, good night, big dog. Much appreciated. I'll let you tomorrow this weekend, man. Heavy. I know it's late. Hey, late night grind, baby. Heavy, man. Catch you later, big dog. Much appreciated, though. Make sure you like. Make sure you come in the chat. You like too. Heavy, no doubt. But Matt Gay, what are his stats? Is he a consistent kicker? Inconsistent? The Vikings need consistency, dog. Not just at the kicker position. At every position, dig me? They need consistency at every position, no doubt. So Matt Gay, is he consistent? Does he have a big leg? Heavy. So decisions to make, man. But Dalvin Cook, I just feel like he's out of there. It's no way, you know. They have to rework the contract, and if he doesn't want to accept, it's done. There's no more talking, man. That's what people have to get. It's no more time for talking. Players don't want to cooperate. Get them out the building. Period, man. If players don't want to negotiate a fair deal, I'm going to keep saying this every video on whoever it is. Because at this point, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting irritating, dog. It's not hard. Once again, Crazy O'Connell owed them nothing. They owe those players not a damn thing. Heavy. And the fans who think they do, you're wrong. You're out your mind. Get over it. Lose your attachment to the player. Your favorite player might have to go. Because why? Not because the Vikings are toxic. The Crazy and O'Connell are all of a sudden toxic now. No. It's because it's time for them to get the hell out the building. Why? Because some are older, no longer compete or contribute at the same high level. Some guys can barely run. Some guys can't get open, heavy. Some guys can't block, period. Or too slow, etc. Whichever one you want to pick. Enough of players lingering around. Still getting paid heavy money, heavy Lapino to do nothing. To do absolutely nothing, dog. Heavy. It's getting absurd. Damn near blasphemy, dig me? Adam Thielen. Ask yourself as a Vikings fan. Adam Thielen, let's get real deal. You saying as a Vikings fan, I don't care if you think you're the biggest Viking fan or the biggest, I don't care if you're the biggest Adam Thielen lover or fan, Cook, whoever. You can sit here and say you would be cool with Adam Thielen being a $20 million cap hit to the Vikings. Are you crazy? Are you serious? You think Dalvin Cook deserves $12 million next season for a running back? Are you crazy? Are you serious? You think Hitman is the same player? EK? Come on, man. People don't want to be real. In any realm, heavy. Not just football, any realm. Majority of the world is not real, heavy. Period. How can you call yourself a Vikings fan and you don't even want to see players get out the building who are holding your team back, Vikings fan? Who bring nothing to the table, Vikings fan? Who are getting a free check, i.e. Kirk in there as well. To the Kirk lovers, period. Respect to Kirk, shout out Kirk. But I will say it again, I don't think he can take a team to a Super Bowl. And I think he's getting too much money, period. Heavy. The Vikings love to get money out. They spread money, they give it away. For some reason, they fall in love with players. They overpay players who don't deserve it. And players take advantage. Money in hand, Guapino, players take advantage. Kirk Cousins has taken advantage. Dalvin Cook is now taking advantage or trying to. Z Smith, he's trying to take advantage now. Period, man. Come on, Vikings fans. Wake up, man. Heavy. Come on, man. Let's be real. I can't wait for the day we take a shot on the first. Prism heavy. Prism underscore AS heavy, big dog. Take a shot, Vikes. Take a shot on the quarterback of the future, Vikes. What's the difference, man? You mess up, he's not a hit, so what? Do it again. Do it again, man. Keep doing it until you find the guy. But I firmly believe the quarterback for the future who can start for the Vikings, take Kirk's spot, oh yeah, is in this year's draft. Period. And if the Vikings want him, they can get him. I don't care if they got to give up trades, whatever, etc. If the Vikings want their man, their guy, and matter of fact, they got a chance to find him in deeper rounds. You got guys like Hendon Hooker, like Jaron, what's his name, quarterback from BYU. Jaron Miller, I think. Jaron something, quarterback from BYU. This guy's in there deep in the draft as well. But if they want to get a top quarterback, if they want Anthony Richardson, they'll get him. If they want Will Levis, they'll do what it takes to get him. Or maybe it's not one of those guys, but whoever it is, they'll take the chance, take the risk. Come on, man. I don't understand why it's so hard. I understand they picked some bad quarterbacks. Rick Spielman had a bad run. Teddy Bridgewater, the only one. Rick Spielman had a bad quarterback run. Teddy the Bridgewater would have been the only one, but he got hurt as well, so can't count him in. Ponder was horrible, etc. But they get hit, man, heavy. KOC, the quarterback whisperer, correct? Come on, man, he got to be able to find somebody. He got to be able to find somebody, man. You can't tell me KOC can't find nobody, right? Quarterback whisperer for real, heavy. Come on, man. But yes, I'm ready to see them take a chance as well, man. It's time to get off Kirk, period. Kirk will not get you there. It's clear to see, man. It's no longer debatable, heavy. Even if situations are perfect, Kirk will not get you there. He doesn't bring enough to the table, baby. Doesn't bring enough to the table, baby. Bottom line. Kirk Cousins doesn't bring enough to the table, baby. Heavy. Hooker or Richardson? Muhammad, real question, big dog, you know me. Now, would I be mad if the Vikings drafted Hooker? But come on, man. AR all day. And I heard he dropped the nickname AR-15, so I won't call him that no more, but AR, Anthony Richardson, I'm taking him over anybody, big dog, heavy. Period, man. I'm taking Anthony Richardson over any quarterback. Will Levis is right there, but I'm giving a slight edge. I give the slight edge to Anthony Richardson, man, no doubt. I give him that slight edge heavy. Woo! I give him that slight edge heavy, big dog. Let's get the work in, man. Let's get it. Where the questions at, man? I'm here. Let's get it. Any questions? What's up? Who got questions? Who got opinions? I've been hearing Richardson was having the best scouting combine of the year. Yeah, he balled out. Broke records. Anthony Richardson balled out. Broke records. Heavy. Talk about a weapon. Athlete. Bottom line. Been saying it. Go check the videos out. No doubt. Heavy, man. But yeah, I'm taking Anthony Richardson over every quarterback in the draft. The combine for me solidified that. Period. A-Rod, man. Wide receiver, QB in the CB in the first round. Ooh, Prism, Robert. I'm gonna answer that like this. Depends on what the Vikings do in free agency, didn't you? See, that's why I talk about free agency. Because they can get a corner. If they get a corner in free agency, a guy who can come in and start right away, fill in a position, maybe the slot corner position. They get a solidified player at cornerback or even receiver. Then the draft, you aim for the other one. Vice versa, opposite, right? Dig me? Get what I'm saying? So they find a cornerback in free agency, the draft. Now they can get that receiver and not feel any pressure to find a cornerback. Because guess what? If they go receiver first round, it's cornerback second round. It'll be a cornerback third round, heavy. It's a deep draft for corners, man. A lot of talent, no doubt. So it depends on what moves they make in free agency. Dig me? Heavy. They get a receiver in free agency, get you a corner. But even then, they don't have to go corner. They can go safety. Hopefully they go quarterback, Anthony Richardson. Dig me? Heavy. Big skull head. But yeah, they can go safety. They can get J.O. Skinner. Woo! J.O. Skinner. I would love to see him get a guy like that. Physical. If I can need physical players, man. Tough players. Something to prove, dig me? Something to prove. Mean, man. Aggressive. Dogs. Big dogs. Ready to win. Who want to win. Who played the game vehemently, dig me? Heavy. No doubt, man. Vikings need aggressive players. Players who have a vehement nature towards the game of football. Do you dig me? Heavy, man. But like I say, this draft will tell a lot about Kwesi, a lot about O'Connell, a lot about the scouting department, man. Heavy. It will tell a lot about them, dig me? A lot. Because now they got, what, 6 picks? They better make them count. They better make them count. Heavy. Heavy. Off season, man. If Vikings go receiver, who you like in the draft? I like the guy from South Carolina State, Shaq Davis. Like the receiver from, what's his name? Boston College. What's the guy's name? Number 4. Fast guy, man. Fast. Anyway, the receiver from Boston College, number 4. Like the guy from Ohio State now. I think he's nice. Yeah, Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers, heavy. Like the guy out of Ohio State. There's some guys on the lower, like at smaller schools too. I got videos coming on them. But there's some guys in there as well. So the Vikings have some opportunities, man, to find a good receiver. The receiver from TCU, he's solid, A few guys in there, man. A few guys in the draft. Definitely excited about it. Definitely looking forward to the draft, man. But the Vikings must hit. Not only for the present, but for the future, period. Big offseason, like I said, crucial offseason for the Vikings, man. But if guys want to go, let guys go. Get them out the building. Heavy. Dig me? If they want to get out of there, let them out of there. Don't tag them along. Or don't make them feel uncomfortable. Don't hold them hostage. Release their ass, Vikings. Let them go. Or they're going to see the grass isn't green on the other side. Or they will recognize how great they were treated, period. The nerve of Z. Smith to send out a tweet or a message, whatever it was, before any conversations, before any sit-downs, any negotiations. Za'darius Smith said, thank whatever that bullshit message was he sent. That fake heartfelt message. Come on, man. So Z. Smith want to go? Let him go. Period. He's playing the money game, going the money route. All good. I get it. Get your money, but don't fake it, though. Heavy, big dog. The Vikings looked out for Z Smith. The Vikings was there to give him a deal, didn't he? Yeah, the Vikings did that when the Packers turned their back. When the Ravens didn't want to pay him the price the Vikings did, right? What did he do for the Vikes? Oh, yes, first half of the season, solid. Won't take it from him. Second half, what? What was it? How did it pan out? Really? Then he pulls this move? Come on, man. Let him go. They want to go, whoever. Adam Thielen, let him go too. Dalvin Cook, enough is enough, man. Vikings have been too friendly, too kind over the past years. Paying too much guapino out. Just freely, just like they in a strip club, huh? Out of there. Heavy, man. Money going. They offer I ain't turn my mic off, man. Heavy. I'm gonna switch the sound with the mic. Let me tell you, I like the sound of the mic, man. My mic, man. We still gotta have a mic, man. Even better, man. We got the Vikings, man. Y'all can hit me. Let me know. Skulls in the chat. You can hit me, man. Skulls in the chat. You can hit me. Heavy. Well, I know you can, but you hear the mic as well. But yeah, man. They throwing money out like the strip club. Come on, man. Enough is enough, Vikings. Prism, Skull, Heavy. Much appreciated. Enough is enough, Vikings. Muhammad, Skull. Much appreciated, big dog. Let's get it. You in the chat, like it up. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You're new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Support the channel. On the grind here, man. Let's get it. Trying to do this for real. Real deal, man. Support the channel, man. Heavy. Much appreciated. Big Skull here. But yeah, the Vikings throwing out money like it's a damn strip club, man. Come on now. Enough is enough. Kwesi and O'Connell owe them nothing. I gotta keep saying this. Kwesi and O'Connell owe those players nothing, dog. But they treated them well. They treated them with respect, had love for them, care for them, you dig me? Still treat them well with respect. Heavy. Have you seen Vikings game next year? I saw the schedule. Tough season. They play all the first or number one teams, right, in the division. Tough season, dog. Tough schedule, but how do the Vikings respond? Are they going to be tough? They're going to be physical? Are they going to be better? Are they going to match the energy? Match the competitive level? What they going to do? Step up or hide or bow down? The Vikings can be tough as well. I don't care if the schedule is tough. All right. Toughen the hell up. Skull Vikes. Be a Viking. Heavy. Have that Viking mentality in a good way. Real deal. Bottom line. Yes, a tough schedule. So what? Man up, Vikes. Once again, a perfect time to man up. Prove them wrong again. Heavy. No one thinks the Vikings can do the same thing next year. Everyone thinks they will regress, take a step back. No one thinks they will be 13-4. They might not make the playoffs. I hear about how hard the schedule is, this and that. Man, I don't give a damn. How do the Vikings feel once again? What will they do? How hard will they go this offseason, period? How hard will the scouts, coaches, Kwesi and O'Connell go to get the right guys in the building? Bottom line. That's the big question. Dig me? That's the win-win. That's how they win. Period, man. A lot of chitter-chatter, a lot of noise, man. This the off season. It is what it is, though. Big moves to be made. Don't you love it? Don't you want some more of it? Heavy. But the nerve of some of these players, man. That's what I'm getting at. I think KOC will prove more heavy. KOC will be all right. He has a chance to be great. The question is, how great does he want to be? Bottom line. This year was tough. We eased past the team for the most part. I don't know about ease past, Muhammad. I don't think it was nothing about ease past, big dog. 11 games won by 1 point is not ease past, Muhammad. Dig me, big dog? Heavy. Tough games. You know, hard-fought games. Next season, a tougher schedule. So what? More close games, potentially. So what? Didn't? But Muhammad, shout out, but yeah. Definitely won easy games, big dog. Record was sorry. Record-wise, sorry. Not really sorry, big dog. You got to think about the record. The Vikings were 13-4. Now, the outcome of the season was sorry. Piss poor. Losing to the Giants, and you can say that was sorry. Dig me? That was sorry, big dog. Losing to the Giants was sorry. Piss poor. But the record for the season, 13-4, 5? That's not a sorry record, big dog, especially not in the NFL. Dig me? Now, the outcome of the season, the last game, how the season ended was sorry. No doubt, no way around it. And hopefully the Vikings learn from that. Heavy. But the record that was a good record. 13-5. That's a good record, big dog. But you got to give it to them. They took the North. Can't take that away, right? That was one of the accomplishments they had to achieve, right? Yes. I mean, 13-4 was a good year, but to lose teams, facts, heavy. Like the playoff loss versus the Giants, bullshit, horrible, no way around it, heavy. But 13-4, great season as far as the record, if we're looking at the record. They should have beat the Giants. Come on, man. They really should have blew the Giants out, but it is what it is. Now, they learn from it, they grow from it. Kevin O'Connell, Kwesi, players, etc. Lions or Pack lose. What's your course then, Muhammad? Expound on your course then, big dog. But yeah, hey, it's gonna get tough. Now, all of a sudden, hey, another thing, can't forget about the Kirk situation as well. His time is coming up. You know Kirk Cousins, he gets it going in March, right? March and April. That's when he competes heavy. That's when Kirk Cousins is really in the building. When it's about that guapino, about that money. Yeah. You know Kirk Cousins is going to show up with his hand out, ready to get that bread. Oh, we know what's coming. Might be some tough negotiations, but I hope the Vikings, man, can let these guys go if need be. No need to hold on. Period. Let them go. We could have been 15-2 if we beat Detroit. Oh, facts. No doubt. A lot of games left on the table, man, but it is what it is. That's last season. Can't dwell on it. It's over with. It's over with. Future now. Future now. Heavy. Vikings going to the future, man. We almost an hour in. I love it. We more than an hour in. I love it even more. Heavy. Any more questions, man? Any more questions? You got questions, opinions? What y'all think about Kirk? Since we all Kirk, y'all want to see Kirk in the building? Heavy, man. Y'all want to see Kirk stay or go? Heavy. You want to see Kirk Cousins stay or go? You in the chat, let me know. Yes or no? I need a yes or a no in the chat. You want to see Kirk stay? Put a yes. You want to see him go? Put a no, man. My bad. You want to see Kirk Cousins go? Say yes. If not, put a no. Let me get him in the chat, man. I'll be right back. Let me get yes or no's in the chat. Heavy. Muhammad, you don't want to see Kirk go? Oh, okay. He said hell no. We got Muhammad in the building. Muhammad say hell no. Kirk up out of there. Get him out of there. Heavy. I feel the same way, man. Hell yes, go. Muhammad, facts. I feel the same way. No disrespect to Kirk. I feel the same damn. Julius Slocum, what up, Stoker? Julius Slocum, what up, big dog? Yes, sir. Julius says, yes, sir. He wants Kirk out of there. Sorry, typo. All good, Muhammad. Julius, I assume you want Kirk up out of there, right, big dog? Heavy. And I want him gone too. He's another guy. He's another one. Heavy. Kirk Cousins, another one. Who then came in and committed his little highway robbery. He thinks he's going to get another big check, another big deal, some more guapino, unearned. When did Kirk win a big game? When has Kirk won a big game besides the Saints game? And what was that, 19? And he didn't do that himself. He didn't put the team on his back. Let's not forget it. It was some big catches made. Kirk didn't Kirk didn't get mobile. He didn't get loose. Kirk made a couple big throws. It was some big catches that game. Defense stepped up. Don't forget it. Heavy. Dig it? So Kirk hasn't won a big game. You want to talk about regular season? Come on, man. How long are we going to talk about regular season with Kirk Cousins? We all know what you can do with the regular season when the playoffs come. Shove it up your ass. Yeah. Am I lying? Let me know. We all know every team in the NFL who's sitting at home, playoff time, etc. What can they do? Nobody care about what you did the regular season, dog. Shit, nobody care about what you did the first round or second. Did you get to the Super Bowl? Did you accomplish the ultimate goal? Did you win? Because guess what? If you make it to the playoffs, you should be getting to that bowl. Or be giving your best effort. The Vikings didn't even put their best foot forward. They beat themselves. Coaches beat them. Piss poor play calling beat them. Piss poor play from players beat them. 4th and 8, Kirk Cousins. I told you I'm going to say it every time. It's permissible. Kirk Cousins, 4th and 8, reverted back again. Showed his true colors again. Showed who he was, who he will always be. Yes, he changed some things mentally. Yes, he took the right steps in the right decision, the right direction. But don't forget, KOC played a big part in that. Played a major role. It wasn't just Kirk. We saw Kirk with Zimmer, and guess what? I'm starting to think about Kirk Cousins. Mike Zimmer knew who he was. Yeah, Mike Zimmer knew who Kirk was. I'm starting to really believe he didn't dislike Kirk just cause. Yeah, he knew who he was. And it's coming to fruition now, coming to the light who Kirk is. Heavy. 4th and 8, and you throw that weak pass, you bow down, you cower out. You give up on your team, on your fans, who paid guapino money to sit in them stands and watch Kirk pull that bullshit. And you mean to tell me there's people who still want to, speak up for Kirk like he's done so much for the Vikings? I don't hate Kirk. I don't dislike Kirk, but I see his games now. The games Kirk has played, heavy, and it's no longer right. He's committing highway robbery, like I said before, heavy. 4th and 8, that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that, bottom line. So Kirk's another guy. What will the Vikings do? Stop letting these players get over Vikings staff, organization. Kwesi and O'Connell, don't fall in the same trap. Don't fall in that Rick Spielman, Mike Zimmer trap. Paying guys too much money, then being stuck with them and can't get them off you. Period, man. All this money held up in the cap space. Vikings got to maneuver here, maneuver there. Create certain situations to open up a little bit of money, to try to go get one player. The Bears got 100 M's in cap space. You take me? And they're in the North. You know how much 100 million is in a salary cap? You know what they can do with that? And guess what? The Vikings could have been in the same position if they would have kept Keenum and built around him, or drafted a quarterback and built around him, period. Don't forget that, Vikings fans. If the Vikings wouldn't have made the decision to go in and get Kirk, giving him all that money, yeah, they could have built around Case Keenum, or drafted a quarterback and built around him, like we see the Eagles, the Niners, the Chiefs, right? Heavy. The Vikings made the wrong decision on Kirk Cousins, and it was clear to see heavy. Well, everyone thought Kirk in the building. They just got Kirk. Oh, that's what they needed. That's the last piece. Super Bowl now, 2018. Vikings have a great defense. Kirk Cousins at the helm. He's at quarterback, a real quarterback. What the hell happened? Nothing. Trash. And I will debate with any Kirk Cousins fan who is unrealistic. I will debate all night, all day. Get at me. Big skull head. If you're a fan and you're cool with Kirk getting paid all that money, you don't want the Vikings to win. You want them to be average, bottom line. I don't care what you say. I don't care what comes out your teeth. 40 mil a year? Oh, so you're saying that's a 40 mil a year performance? Because he won some regular season games, huh? Because he had some fourth quarter comebacks in the regular season? All right. Kirk has been hiding behind his good guy personality, his good human persona. Yeah. Now ask yourself, is Kirk really about team? Maybe a good guy, good human, respect that. Don't dislike Kirk once again. Wish him the best. But ask yourself, is Kirk about the team or his pockets? And what has he been about? Period. Simple question, yeah. A real pat question deserves a pat answer. So I would love to hear it in the comments. Whether you're in the chat, whether you check the video out later, let me know your comments, your opinions, man, on Kirk Cousins. Is he for the team or for his pockets? Please stop it, man. Heavy. Come on, man. Woo! About a good 2 in. Good 2 in, huh? 2 hours in. Any more questions, comments, man? Let me know. What we got here? Case was better than Kirk. Hey, Case Keenum was more mobile than Kirk, big dog. Now Case wasting time on the bench. Facts. Case Keenum was more mobile than Kirk. Hey, Case Keenum made some big plays. Might have made some dumb plays as well, but hey, you build around a guy like that. You bring the best defense in. You build the best O-line for him. You bring him in, set him up. Who says Case Keenum couldn't have performed well again? With better guys around him, more weapons, a better offensive line. Come on, man, etc. The Vikings could have been in the same position as the Bears as far as cap salary wise, 100 mil. They could have been stacked up, racked up, ready to dish it out and really build a team. They could really build the trenches, didn't you? Because that's where it matters most. They could really build the trenches heavy. Because I don't care what nobody say, that's where the Vikings are still lacking. Heavy. Weakest point. Trenches. O-line, D-line, interior. They're coming along, but they got to build it up, especially the O-line. Interior, they got to fix that. Still got to see how Ed Ingram pans out. Yeah. See who Ed Ingram really is, right? Heavy. Bottom line. I'm about to get up out of here, though, man. Kirk is for dough. Facts. Muhammad Heavy. Wish Vikings could go back to 2018. 2018 signed Case. Yeah, man. Only if they could, Muhammad Heavy. About to get up out of here, man, though. On the grind, man. Hey, once again, shout out to the big dogs. You came in the chat. Much appreciated. Make sure when you come in the chat, you like it up. No doubt, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Feedback is much appreciated, man. Big skull here. Make sure you support the channel, man. Make sure you support the channel. No doubt, no excuses, man. Trying to do this real deal, man. Heavy. No doubt. Make sure you support the channel. And I will be putting my cash out in the link as well. Great for doing a late night chat, Muhammad. Appreciate it. And I will be putting my cash out in the link as well, man. You want to support the channel that way? Much appreciated. Once again, I will be putting my cash out in my bio. Heavy. So you ever want to support the channel? Hey, feel free, man. Much appreciated. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm on and rock and rolling, man. Big score here. No doubt. That's it for the courses, man. We're trying to do this full time, man, as a job, man. Dig me heavy. Appreciate Appreciate you for your efforts to talk Vikes or Tide. Muhammad, you too. Much appreciated, big dog. Thank you for joining in, tuning in heavy. Yeah, man. I'll holler at y'all later, man. Y'all know what it is. Big Skull. Skull Vikes forever, man. Skull Nation. Bring the energy. Bring the noise, man. The time is now. Oh, me. Oh, me. I ain't got no picture. Hear me? Skull like that. Heavy.